Hello everybody and welcome to 263 Bees. I'm son of one. I'm out here today back at the holly hive because what I found out is that these girls, not the holly, but the one I had split off to try to make some cells for queen cells, they went overboard. It gave me 11 cells. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take those cells and put them into roller cages on top of a cloak board. So what I'm doing is going through the holly hive, get some brood and food, and get the box set up so that I can go and make those, put those queen cells into the top here on the cloak board. So I'm gonna give them like maybe 2-3 hours after I put the brood and food up top to get them to move up through the queen excluder in the cloak board. And what I'm talking about, the cloak board is basically like a bottom board, but has a queen excluder in it and a pan which covers it. So once all the bees come up through here in the screen board, the queen excluder, I slide this pan in, and then potentially I have a queenless colony sitting on top of a queen right colony. So get them to hatch out those queens, and then I'll probably make a few splits and sell some out of those extra 8, because 3 of them are hooked together and I can't do much with them, but leave them alone, let them fight it out. So what I'm getting ready to do here now is go into my holly hive, and she's been pretty good. Queen's laying up probably about seven frames of brood up in here. She's been doing really good. Let these girls smoke a minute, simmer on slow heat for 15 minutes. No, not quite that long. But now let's see what we got going here with these girls. At the top, we have no queen, which is good. Last time I looked in the box, there was Miss Holly was in the top, rolling around laying. So I gotta be careful when I pull this brood out and the food out that I don't grab my girl. So this may take a few. I'm sitting here choking myself on smoke. Maybe I need to move this thing to where I'm not choking on it. Clear out. Alright, so yes, I'm going in, not going in from the outside edge all the way, but they haven't pulled these on the outside edge too much. They're just wax. And they're putting nectar in what they've been pulling. And they got wax here. And I don't see Miss Holly roaming. Miss Holly's a pretty girl. She's not marked yet. She will be eventually. She is a yellow girl. She came in October last year, so let's see what we got. Come on, girls. They got you hooked to the bottom, don't they? Ow. They got you there. Oh, this is nothing but food. All slam full of nectar, wherever they're getting it from. I got pollen and nectar over here. Still got my drone boys running around in here. It's good, which means it's probably it's good for me to get my girls, the new girls, mated. So this was a lucky happenstance, I guess. I thought it was a imposition at first because I had all these darn queen cells. And I started thinking about it and looking at it, and it's like I need this is a fully laid up frame. Larva, Okay, so we got Mrs. Girl in here. I don't need larvae, I need eggs. Not eggs, but cells, cap cells. So hopefully Mama's over here somewhere. I don't see her. She may have went back downstairs. Okay. And my girls seem to be really calm so far today. So they must be a pretty good nectar flow. I got eggs, larvae, cat brood. I have eggs, larvae, cat brood. Mama's been filling up in here. There's 2 frames now up top. Alright, what we got here? We got some queen cups, not charged. Okay, that's good. They're practicing. You got eggs. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna get from up here is basically my two frames of food. I'm gonna need to put in here. And the way this is looking is going to be one of my food frames. Full food. Put that over in this box, get them ready. Any flybacks can fly back, but they're all going to come back up anyways when they come through the box. They want to bump. Okay, so this has not got anything on it other than wax and maybe some food. Put this way here towards the center. Move these girls this way a little bit. I only got to take one from up here. Since I cut off scoot it that way a little bit. So scoot it that way a little bit, girls. Move them little butts. Help daddy do what he gotta do. Alright. No queen. There. I'll put you over here on this side. Try to make sure I have enough food for a growing queen. Now I'm gonna have to go downstairs. Check the house downstairs. Maybe some of the full sheets of brood I had are probably going to be relayed again partially because they've been going to work and doing pretty good. I'll move you girls over here. Excuse me a second while I cross my camera. So I'm not setting them on the ground just in case Miss Holly may have been in there. So what this is looking like to me is this might be where my brood is, where them girls are hanging out. And they've been bringing a little bit of pollen in and probably getting the nectar from my the neighbor's holly trees. Let's see what we come up with here. See if we come up with at least one frame of brood I put in here with these new queens. It's actually going to be a two-parter because I have to go do something here in a little while, and I'm not going to be able to complete this video in one stream. So I thought I'd warn you guys, it'd be two-parter. This is part one. The cloak board I seem to find has actually been a pretty good little tool. It's been worth, well, it's actually going to pay me if this works out right with some queens that I don't have to really, all I have to do is wait for them to come back, not to be made. So that's what I'm looking at on these girls. That looks like it's all brood, but not a lot of brood. I don't need a whole lot of brood. And this side hadn't been laid back up yet. I don't see mama on it. Don't want mama. We'll leave her in the house. Check again. Make sure I don't see that big butt wagon rolling across there. See a bunch of boys. Alright. It's got a little bit of food, a little bit of brood. Pull them girls up top. And actually, for this swarm that I caught, it's actually been one of my better setups. They've actually been pretty calm for the most part. Here we got a bunch of more brood, no eggs. Make sure I got mama. Almost threw you in there before I looked. Because I really don't want mama on the top with these queen cells, even though they're going to be in a queen cage, a roller cage. I just want to make sure that these girls are going to be pest free. I mean, not pest free, but mama free. Okay, let's move you girls over. And maybe one. I put two in. Well, actually, I gotta put you girls back in. So I took one frame from there, and from the top, one from here in the bottom. Okay. I'll take two from the bottom. Okay. Well, let's go through here and see what we got so I can make some room, put some new frames on the other side. I stuck this frame in the middle last inspection to get them to pull it, and that's what they did. They pulled it. Get it between two frames and they started pulling it. What we got going on here? We got some new brood, we got some old brood coming out, training sessions in schools school moms are teaching. We got some brood still. We got milk brood, larva. So it looks like we're in good shape. And they got some stuff built at the bottom. Got some eggs in there too. No drone brood in there. That's 2, 3, 4. That's 4, 5, 5 frames of brood and a bunch of nectar. Nectar and pollen, bee bread. Alright, so it's looking like a pretty good setup here now. So I go and put them back together and put my cloak board on and set this box I have the brood in into it. It's probably eventually going to be one of my splits. Probably going to be a healthy split. I just squished the girl, dang it. You girl, you were working it. I saw you working it, yeah. Get mad at me. You was chasing a beetle. And I got it instead. Alright, so across the screen again, grab that box, put them back over here. Put my cloak board on, open it up, and let them do the heavy lifting outside of what I'm having the heavy lift. Okay, so they're back together there. Now comes the cloak board. And I'll start off without the plate. And their entrance is here, so I'm putting the entrance opposite direction. Opposite direction so that anybody who has to be a drone goes up, not drone, but workforce will come out and go back to what they know geolocated. So this is where we're at on this one. I left it open on top because I got to put the queen's frame in there and then tighten her up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is cover this up. They're already coming up through the bottom board, checking it out. I figure sticking some brood up top and have them fill this up so that we can close them off with the cloak board and make them queenless so that they will go and take care of these queen cells. Which actually they're actually I may not even have to put the cloak board in. I was going to keep the queen out with a queen excluder and have the queens in a queen right setup like you would at the second stages of because they're already capped. I don't have to have the workers build the cells. They're already built. I'm scavenging them and putting them in the roller cages. So I will probably just leave it queen right, let them do the work, taking care of them, let them hatch, and because I don't need that many cells in that box there. I don't need 11 cells because one queen hatches, she goes and she's going to sting every one of them and kill them. So I'm trying to save. It's a rescue effort, so I'm trying to save them and make me a few splits in the process and possibly even sell some of them. So right now we're at 5, 2 waiting for queens to come back, and potentially 9 by next week. So stick with me and watch to see what happens, how this cloak board actually works, and we will continue on this journey. I'll send a part 2 video of when I put the cells in the roller cages in here and to document that. So like I say every time, be good, behave, and be hive until we meet again.